the second half of Snarl from Winter Park, Florida. Glad you're back. Wally Cardinal, Johnny Bianco, and guest commentator Chicago, Danny Awesome. We've got 3 matches coming up. 2 of them are championship matches, and all of them are absolutely massive. So, Johnny, is there gonna be a stronghold after party tonight? You look like you were having a blast.
Sylvia said it was a title match with the originals, and well, I can't say no. And yes, it was just awesome seeing John and Guy in action that blows up.
All right, glad we got you back for the second half. And we start with ladies tag action with Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, back tonight against Grace Fenwick and Jessica Goldman, the UK ladies.
This next ladies tag contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, the team of Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
Gentlemen, there is all kinds of stuff wrong with this. I'm gonna let you pick it apart because you know what's going on.
Bet, let me start. First off, those belts. They aren't official anything. They don't belong to these two, and I'm sure they're $300 duplicates. Very rude to do your first time back in months. Tex would hit the ceiling if he saw this, and I'm sure, as acting GM, Myron's gonna have something to say about it.
And they're mimicking the entrance of the Meneve sisters, the twin goddesses from Japan 5-Star Wrestling, Arrogant Little Cuss and Cusses. The belts, though, that's the prime offense. Tex will not appreciate this at all.
Gosh, and now they're playing his Christmas music.
Their opponents from Sussex, England, Grace Fenwick, and from Brisbane, Australia, Jessica Goldman, the UK ladies.
I don't know, guys. I think it does kind of give up the vibe of the holiday season, doesn't it?
Tex says Johnny totally sold on it. Anyway, the actions of Kaden Carter and Katana Chance will not only anger the front office, but the ladies' locker room is going to be even less appreciative of the jokes. They truly have committed a big-time sin. Way disrespectful.
And let me add, given the UK ladies' nature and their sadistic style, they may start paying the bill right now.
Merry Christmas, Tex, wheresoever you may be.
You know, Tex was right. You guys are terrific. All right, Kaden Carter and Grace Fenwick starting us off here. The referee rings the bell. Kaden Carter with a right spins Grace Fenwick around. Slams her down one arm. Goes for an immediate cover. 1. But no. A little bit too early. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. I don't believe they had the nerve to do that. It stuns the mind, guys.
That's how it is in the wrestling business outside of what we do. All decorum just gone out the window. Sorry, Danny. Please continue.
Okay, Grace Fenwick catches a kick from Kaden Carter. Kaden Carter with a snapmare and a drop kick to the side of the head of Grace Fenwick. And here comes Katana Chance. Katana Chance catches a knee from Grace Fenwick. Fenwick has her up, sit out powerbomb. Katana Chance counters with a shot. Locks up Grace Fenwick. Grace Fenwick counters with elbows. Fenwick locks up Katana Chance. A short series of kicks. And down she goes. Here comes Jessica Goldman. Katana Chance. Look at this, a rebound off the ropes. Jessica Goldman taking down Katana Chance right away. Locks her up. A knee to the head. Jessica Goldman gets a hold of Katana Chance. Smashes her head into the buckle in her team's corner. Here comes Grace Fenwick on the tag. The double team. Double shoulder tackle. Down goes Katana Chance. Short kicks. And a hard shot to the side of the head from Grace Fenwick. And Grace Fenwick, everybody knows that's a sadist. And this is her type. She's probably having a great time in there. Counter kick from Katana Chance, who is beating it out of town, turning it back over to Caden Carter. Grace Fenwick catching a series of shots from Caden Carter, spins her around with a right. Whoa! Hard clothesline, spun her around. Here comes Jessica Goldman. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what?
It's the direct line to the booth. Hasn't been used in years. Hello, broadcast booth.
What the hell are they doing? Alright, I'm gonna do this real quick. I've only got a minute. Yes, Daniel, I'm only gonna be a second. Hang on. Now, first thing, job one. I want those belts taken away from them and destroyed. I never want to see them again. Second, Myra needs to figure out how much a piece they're gonna be fined. That's it. Beyond that, do what you want to do. Hope you're having a great time. Good night, folks.
Wow, that was sudden. But the Tex has spoken, and Caden Carter and Katana Chance will not go unpunished to some degree. Geez, Danny, we're really sorry for all the interruptions, man. Keep on keeping on, as Tex would say.
All right, well, we'll give it another try. Caden Carter with a jawbreaker on Grace Fenwick, takes her down to the mat. Here comes Katana Chance. Katana Chance moving in on a motionless Grace Fenwick. Snaps the leg, snaps it again. Katana Chance with Grace Fenwick at a disadvantage. Grace counters with elbows, backs off Katana Chance. There's a kick, there's another, oh man, she's a kicking machine, drives a knee into the face of Katana Chance. There's a kick that takes her down again. Here comes Jessica Goldman. Jessica Goldman locks up Katana Chance. Hard whip to the ropes. And another knee and another kick. Down goes Katana Chance. Jessica Goldman coming out real aggressive here. The UK ladies with a real mean streak. They like hurting the opponents. You can see it right here. A couple of knees to the back of Katana Chance. Jessica Goldman rounds her back up. Hard forearm. Takes her down again. Jessica Goldman just relentless. Striking and stomping. Rounds up Katana Chance again. Head first into the opposing team's corner. Here comes Grace Fenwick. The hard whip to the ropes. The double shoulder tackle. Katana Chance makes it to her corner. Here comes Caden Carter. Jessica Goldman out of the equation here. Grace Fenwick misses with her move. Caden Carter with a kick to the chest takes her down. Grace Fenwick counters. Moves in on Caden Carter. Short clothesline. Takes her down. And again another quick tag to Jessica Goldman. The UK ladies are a really good team, real solid team. Whatever you think of their philosophies. Caden Carter takes her down with a quick drop kick. Caden Carter, look at this octopus stretch. Grace Fenwick standing guard, but Jessica Goldman counters it. Takes her down with a drop toe hold. Caden Carter locked up. Whipped over the top rope out onto the floor with Katana Chance. Wow. Caden Carter and Katana Chance not looking too hot at the moment. The UK ladies with all the advantage in the world. Jessica Goldman taken to the ropes. Caden Carter bouncing her off the ropes with hard forearms. Down she goes. There's a stomp to the chest and a kick to the back. Caden Carter has to go it alone up here. Off the top rope. Elbow across the chest of Jessica Goldman. Here's a cover. 1, 2. But nope. Jessica Goldman powers out. Caden Carter locked up. Quickly taken down by Jessica Goldman. Schoolyard bully pummeling here. Jessica Goldman moves in. A kick, A right misses with the chop. Caden Carter right back into that octopus stretch. The referee checking things out, but Jessica Goldman got it. Another drop toe hold to Caden Carter. Caden Carter charges right back into the octopus stretch. Consistent, if anything else. Grace Fenwick, seen enough, breaks it up. Grace Fenwick misses with the knee. And is slammed face first to the canvas by Caden Carter. And look at this. Now it's the UK ladies looking at a disadvantage. Caden Carter takes Jessica Goldman to her team's corner. Here's the tag to Katana Chance. Jessica Goldman whip to the rope, double drop kick. Katana Chance covers. 1, 2. And the UK ladies have certainly lost the advantage here. Grace Fenwick's laid out. Jessica Goldman has rolled to the outside. Katana Chance in control of Grace Fenwick right now. Head first into the buckle. And here comes Caden Carter again. Hard shot to the midsection to Grace Fenwick. Look at this. Jessica Goldman drives a knee into her head. Goldman charges over the top rope and does not connect. Crash and burn for Jessica Goldman on the high-risk maneuver. Goldman with a kick. Takes down Caden Carter, rolls back into the ring. Willie Johnson still counting Caden Carter. Katana Chance taken down with an enziguri. Caden Carter back in the ring. Jessica Goldman. Both ladies miss with their moves. A series of shots and a dropkick takes down Caden Carter. Katana Chance on the outside, laid out. Jessica Goldman just about done with Caden Carter. Here comes Grace Fenwick. Fenwick with the running kick takes her down hard. Grace Fenwick counter. Caden Carter back up on her feet. Sets her up. Ooh, drives a knee right into her head. That was a nasty one. Caden Carter follows Grace Fenwick to the outside. Another hard forearm. Grace Fenwick catches a stomp. Caden Carter makes her way back inside. Referee Willie Johnson still counting Grace Fenwick. Caden Carter going after Jessica Goldman too. Look at this middle rope hangman for Jessica Goldman. Again, both UK ladies looking at a serious disadvantage here. Caden Carter rounds up Grace Fenwick. Grace snaps out of it, slams her into the barricade, tags her with a right. Grace Fenwick with Caden Carter. Oh, a boot to the face. Jessica Goldman still laid out. Oh, Caden Carter goes head first into the ring post. If Tex were here, he'd be singing. Oh, Grace Fenwick into the ring post. He would definitely be singing the song. The UK ladies not looking too sharp right now. Caden Carter moves in on Jessica Goldman. Look at this. Grace Fenwick drags her back out onto the floor. Says, I'm not done with you yet. Locks her up. Pitches her towards the ring steps, misses them, but almost makes the barricade. Kick to the midsection from Grace Fenwick. Both ladies decide to take it back inside the ring. Grace with a kick, the right, the left, has her up in a backbreaker. Down goes Caden Carter. Here comes Jessica Goldman again. And this match, well, match is carried on for a while. Jessica Goldman lays right hands on the head of Caden Carter. A hard shot to the back. Caden Carter counters, back up on her feet. Goes to, went to her corner, but nobody was there. Oh, look at this. Jessica Goldman starts beating her chest. Gonna nail her with 10 count punches across the chest. Down she goes. Jessica Goldman goes after Katana Chance too. Couple of hard rights. And now she's going to catch the 10 count punches to the chest. Jessica Goldman woke up on fire here. Tags her with a series of hard shots. Down goes Katana Chance. Caden Carter catches a shot to the midsection. Nice fireman's carry from Caden Carter. Caden Carter trying to regain control of things. Takes her down. Jessica Goldman could be in trouble here. Look at this. A possible submission. Grace Fenwick right there to break it up. Grace Fenwick moves back out. Jessica Goldman counters with a kick to Caden Carter. Caden Carter counters with a right. A hard drop kick takes down Jessica Goldman. Jessica Goldman being dragged close to center ring by Caden Carter. Caden Carter steps out. Katana Chance steps in. Grace Fenwick watching with concern. Jessica Goldman starting to take quite a bit of punishment here. Look at this beautiful cross-body splash from Katana Chance. Jessica Goldman counters, locks up Katana Chance. Short clothesline, takes her down. And here comes Grace Fenwick. Both teams tagging real. Whoa! What a shot. Took down Katana Chance. 1, 2. And no. Oh, man, Grace Fenwick's mad. This is going to be very painful for Katana Chance. Oh, there's that wicked running kick she does. There's the cover. 1, 2, but saved by her partner here. Katana Chance saved by Caden Carter. Off the middle rope. Grace Fenwick kind of misses the mark there. Rounds up Katana Chance. Sharp forearm. That was the parting shot. Here comes Jessica Goldman again. Katana Chance seated in the far corner. She counters, gets back up on her feet. Both ladies very quick here. Off the middle rope. Flying fist. Takes down Katana Chance. Caden Carter right there to break up the pin. Jessica Goldman follows up with a stomp to the midsection. Katana Chance takes her down with a counter. Stomps the arm. Katana Chance goes around, grabs the ankles, and there's that spinning Hurricane Rana. Took Jessica Goldman for a ride. Katana Chance. Oh, whoa, that was amazing. Beautiful splash. Here's a cover. Grace Fenwick makes sure it doesn't even get to a 1. Katana Chance. That was an impressive performance right there. Looks like she's going to do it again. Wow. How about this? Here's a cover. No, not even a 1 here either. Katana Chance misses with that one. Jessica Goldman catches a jawbreaker. Jessica Goldman counters. Has Katana Chance up in a fireman's carry position. Boom! Spinning punch, discus punch takes her down. Here comes Grace Fenwick. Guys, this match has gone a long time, and we still ain't got a winner. Got to be impressed with both of these teams. Grace Fenwick gouge in the face of Katana Chance. Caden Carter right there to save the day with a drop kick. Grace Fenwick. Oh, she's lit up. Want to go after her, too. Caden Carter catching it from Grace Fenwick. Anenzaguri takes her down. Katana Chance on the other side of the ring battling Jessica Goldman. Grace Fenwick takes herself to the outside. Taking the long way around. Caden Carter is laid out. Here comes Katana Chance. Catches a kick from Grace Fenwick. Katana Chance counters. Grace Fenwick countered again. Grace Fenwick catching it on the outside from Katana Chance. Caden Carter was laid out near her team's corner earlier. She's out of camera range right now, so I don't know. But Katana Chance gets locked up. Grace Fenwick pitches her towards the opposing corner. Grace Fenwick rounds her up, takes herself back inside. Katana Chance still being counted by the referee. Caden Carter, look at this, Grace Fenwick. She's gone nuts. Over the top rope, turned herself into a human cannonball. Katana Chance, stamping the hair of Grace Fenwick. That's one out of her own playbook. Real sadistic. Kick to the midsection from Grace Fenwick. Grace rolls her back inside the ring, goes after Caden Carter again, but Caden Carter rolls her into the ring. Katana Chance misses with the knee. Grace Fenwick goes behind, hard shot to the midsection. Countered by Katana Chance, who goes behind on Grace Fenwick. Takes her to her team's corner, into the turnbuckle. Here comes Caden Carter again. Look at this. Assisted whip clothesline. Down goes Grace Fenwick. Caden Carter firmly in control here. Grace Fenwick in big time trouble. Caden Carter moves in, takes her down. Winds her up. Snaps the leg. There's the leg lock. The ref checking things out. Nope. No submission. Not that time. Jessica Goldman whipped to the outside. Caden Carter goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's a shocker and an upset. Katana Chance and Caden Carter defeat the UK ladies.
The time, 18 minutes and 30 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, Caden Carter and Katana Chance.
Not only an upset, but a buzzer beater upset for Caden Carter and Katana Chance. Only a minute and a half left in this epic battle against the UK ladies. I'm sure Grace Fenwick and Jessica Goldman can't believe it.
One thing is sure, the arrogant way they came in, coupled with this win, is not going to win any hearts and minds backstage. Folks, we'll be back with more RWL Snarl right after the break. We'll see you then.